Hey guys, it's Arx here and welcome back to my channel. I am back once again with a new keyboard review. Now, I am very late in trying out and reviewing this board, but let's consider this as a revisit review on one of the most hyped up budget keyboard, 75% keyboard. So today, let's take a look and listen at the Bridge 75. Also, a quick disclaimer that the board was sent over by MechLands for review, but I wasn't paid to make the video, and of course, I'll give you guys my honest and unbiased opinion about the Bridge 75. I'll place my affiliate link down below as well in case you are keen on getting the board. So let's go ahead and unbox it first. The Bridge 75 comes in with a very sleek packaging, and inside we do have the usual like the manual, which I highly suggest to read for faster setup. And we have the accessories, the USB dongle, switch and keycap puller, extra switches, and a USB cable. Now taking a look at the board itself, it has two versions, standard and a plus. What we have right now is the plus version. The difference between the two is that standard version has no perky RGB, only has 4000 mAh for the batteries, and PC plate by default. Now, the Bridge 75 is a pre-built tri-mode 75% with a very compact, non-exploded layout. The case is CNC aluminum, and the finishing here is superb. It's very smooth and very refined in my opinion, and design-wise, it features a classic cherry-style bottom lip, a clean wedge on the side profile, and around the back, they also keep it simple with a minimal weight, a stainless steel brush weight, and a glossy trim piece. It also uses a bowl cut structure and a very familiar PCB gasket mount, so the board it's nothing too wild, just a tried true combo that works for the keyboard. For the pre-built option, the Bridge 75 comes in with a cherry profile, double shot PBT. The Legends looks fine overall, but I did notice some inconsistencies in terms of the thickness across some few keycaps. That said, they still look fine and have that nice textured feel on the keycaps. Now for the switches, these are the MMD Princess linear switches, PC top and PC bottom housing, LY for the stem, and a 48-gram bottom out force, and 3.6mm for the total travel. So they got a bright, clacky sound, and the feel is smooth. It's not too light as well, not too heavy, just a very well-balanced linear. For the stabs, it's also using an MMD plate-mounted stabs, and honestly, they surprised me because I didn't hear any rattle, and for the pre-factory lube on them, it's super consistent, so there's really nothing to mod on the board. PCB features a per key flex cut for a softer typing experience, and even better because it also supports VIA, which is always great to see on the board for this price point. And that's about it for the Bridge 75, pretty much a very straightforward 75%. Let's now hear what the board sounds like. I'll only be using the stock switches and maybe throw in a different linear and a tactile for a quick sound comparison. Now also, please do remember, the sound and experience, it will depend on how you'll build your keyboard. So please do enjoy the sound test on the Bridge 75. And that was the sound test on the Bridge 75. Please do let me know on what you think about them in the comment section down below. Let's have some quick discussions. And now let's talk about my full thoughts and opinion about the board. First off, the build quality. It really stands out because the CNC aluminum case feels really solid and the finishing on them is very good. It's smooth with a clean and classic design as well that's not trying too hard, just a simple 75% look. The bulk cut structure is definitely a must right now, as it makes modding the board so much easier, especially if you like to tinker or swap things out. Now the layout is nice, being a compact 75% without being cramped thanks to the non-exploded clusters, which I appreciate. And typing on the Bridge 75 feels really comfortable in my opinion. It's kind of a bit bouncy for my preference, but it's due to because of the perky flex cut on the PCB end plate. So it's still not overly flexy, but just enough to keep things lively and still has a nice give to it with its FR4 plate. Now sound-wise, the MMD Princess Linears offers a smooth and balanced typing feel with a, again, very clacky tone and pleasant without being too light or heavy on the feel. Plus the factory lube and the plate mounted stubs, surprisingly, it comes solid. Again, it has no rattle, so immediately no mods needed. I would also say that the board sounds a bit foamy with the foams, but not heavily foam reliant without the foams. Plus the silicone dampeners on each corners really help out the board not sounding too hollow or pingy without the case foams. Now connectivity options are solid too, but pretty standard in my opinion. The only thing that sets it apart from the others would be its VIA compatibility for easier customization and faster customizations on the board. Now the Bridge 75 comes at a very reasonable price, $130 for the standard and $160 for the plus. So if you don't care much about the RGB lighting and mostly not using it wireless, I'd recommend going for just the standard model. Considering it's a solid build, features and comfortable typing experience with the flex cut, the Bridge 75 offers a great value in my opinion for, I would say, newcomers. But for enthusiasts, I think this is very basic in my opinion. It still has a premium feeling keyboard that won't break the bank, so it's definitely worth checking out. And that is it for the video guys. I hope you find the review helpful, and if you do, please don't forget to like the video. You can also share if you want, and of course, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys on the next review. Peace.